afternoon, guys. Welcome to We Keep Smylin Podcast with myself, Amber,
Misha, and Miriam.
We are a podcast, We Keep Smylin, and we're here to talk about MS, multiple sclerosis, something myself, Misha, and Miriam all have. It's been a long journey. We're still on the journey. We'll never end. It's been fun, and especially it's been sad. It's been upsetting. It's been all the emotions you can think of. We're here to just talk about MS, really, because I feel that not a lot of people know what it is, and they don't know how the symptoms. And me, Misha, and Miriam, we all have the same MS. We've all got relapsing remitting MS, but we've all got completely different symptoms. Gone past to Misha because I feel like I'm talking too much.
What should I say? So, MS to me is neurological. I've been told it affects my brain. The biggest symptom for me has been my leg. It's always been my right leg. It hasn't really bothered me cognitively, but it's affected me physically, and yeah, that's why they call MS the snowflake disease, right?
Yeah,
because it affects people differently.
Like a snowflake, each snowflake is individual. You'll never find any two snowflakes the same.
Yeah.
Kind of like MS, really, because I suppose if you saw all three of us standing up, running, walking, you'd be like, damn. I can't even run. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't run. I mean, I can run, I suppose, if I put my mind to it. I used to be able to run. I haven't run, and I think a lot of it is fear. I think when you have MS, you start to become a bit fearful of things. And I mean fearful of things like walking to the shop, running to the gym or something. It's just little things. It's like, whoa. Before you used to be able to just do it, and now, yeah, it just seems difficult now.
Now you think about it.
Yeah.
And then you think too much about it.
Yeah.
And then that gets you into...
And then you don't go anywhere.
a whole nother thing. But, yeah. What's the MS to you?
MS to me is, I'm going to be nice about this. Because basically, I think there's good and bad. Now I think there's good and bad. When I first got diagnosed, I was like, I hate this wretched, disgusting thing that those people have. I think I was quite discriminatory. I didn't appreciate being almost accused of having MS, and I tried to keep it a secret for quite a long time. I just never acknowledged it, at least for the first 7 years. But so my understanding was that it is my immune system is attacking the nerves, the coating on the nerves in my brain and spine, and that's why it's like jacking up the motherboard on a computer, and connections don't work properly. That's my understanding of MS, and how it's affected me is, anyone who knows me knows that, my mobility has been a journey. A journey. Let's not talk about the memory. That is just like seasonal. Like UK weather. Sometimes I can't remember. Yeah, but I think there's so many different, for example, you guys that have pain. You ever had pain? I've had loads of pain.
Have you? Well, it's really weird because I get some mad pain in my shoulder. I don't know if it's MS or if I'm sleeping wrong. And this is the problem. This is the problem. Yeah. And my mum told me, when I got diagnosed, she said, listen, not everything is MS.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean not everything's MS? So
that's true.
These problems never happened to me before, so it is MS. No, it actually might not be MS. So my shoulder pain might actually just be because I sleep funny. That's it. So I'm going to the doctors on Wednesday to check it out.
That's when you see, so you said I had shoulder pain that turned into what felt like insects crawling through my arm. Then gradually I lost the feeling in my arm. I couldn't use my arm for 3 months.
What?
So that was MS.
Oh no! Oh Lord
But it
Jesus!
started off as a shoulder pain, and I thought, oh, I slept funny, shoulders a bit. But then it developed into, and I still can't write properly.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How long? When did this happen?
This was like after I had Luke, 2015. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not even digesting that. It's fine. I'm going to the doctor's on Wednesday.
No, but it could be just. But then I do get times where I sleep funny, and my shoulder might hurt.
And you might think because of your experience before with just hurt shoulder that it's MS, right?
But in fact, you're right. I try not to think.
Yeah, I try not to think
because I think our mindset has such a profound impact on what manifests in our body. So it sounds silly, like I try not to think everything is MS. Yes. I try and be positive. I try and think again.
You have to think that way because if I'm honest, I don't think that way. I always think if something's wrong, it's wrong, innit? Maybe it's because I slept funny. No, but that's my frame of thinking. I don't automatically think it's MS. Maybe I've done a bit too much today. But maybe I'm just tired.
I mean, sometimes I think you're a bit extreme though.
Moving swiftly on. Amber, so what do you think MS is to you?
MS to me has changed my life dramatically. I think that it's a gift and a curse. I think that had I have not had MS, I believe my life would be so different on a negative. It wouldn't have been great, basically. I think that MS made me fix the F up and realise that I am great. I can do whatever I want, and I can't let people stop me. Because I suppose before I had MS, I would always doubt myself. But why am I doubting myself? And now I've been given something that actually hasn't given me a room to doubt myself. Like, if I say I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to go to the gym. Like, I'm not going to second guess that. If I am filling that application form, I'm going to get the job. Because I'm great like that. So...
You do actually. You always get the job.
I always get the job. So I'm just... Yeah. MS is a gift and a curse.
Because I think even what you said, when they diagnosed me, the neurologist said, oh, you've got 10 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, 10 years? Until I might be like completely disabled or like in a wheelchair. So like in a wheelchair, he said, oh, we've got to give everyone like the worst case scenario. So I was like, if I've only got 10 years, then I've got to like, you know, I've got to jump up and do everything now. Yeah. Because I've only got 10 years is not a long time. You know, I've got to make a lifetime of money in 10 years. I've got to set up my daughter and, you know, to sustain her for the rest of her life in 10 years. So I got diagnosed and...
They said by 40, I should be completely gone up, basically. I'm 43 and I think I'm doing alright. So you can't listen to what the doctors say. I'm just saying that FIY and all that. Listen with a pinch of salt and understand that your body is your body. You are the best teacher for your body. You know your body the best. So you can't listen to people when they tell you certain things. I'm not saying don't listen. I'm saying take it with a pinch of salt. Listen and digest it and take it.
Relatively.
Yeah. Like, but
is it really?
Yeah, it's relatively. Can I play devil's advocate? What do you feel that multiple sclerosis has taken from you?
Oh my gosh.
Was it taken?
What has it taken from you?
Yes, not even. Where do I begin?
No, just be.
Go on, stop.
It's taken. No, it hasn't taken anything because I get everything back. It hasn't. What it's done is made me learn that I need to take my time if I want to get things completed. Whereas before, I was, you don't know, it hasn't taken anything. It's just taught me to slow down and not do things at a rush. Because before MS, before MS I was 19. So when you're 19, you're just go, 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 go. you're not really stopping and thinking, innit? I don't know whether I've slowed down naturally. I don't know, because I've never been 43 before. But I know that I am not as active as I was when I was 23. Which I think, to me, that's an age thing. That's not an MS thing.
But I feel like it's taken a few things from me. Like,
What?
Like, I feel like MS owes me some money. Like, no, I feel like my plans for my life, you know, like you guys had a life plan. Like,
I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't. I just knew I was going to make money.
I did. I never wanted to stay in the UK. I stayed in the UK because of free healthcare, because I got diagnosed. I wanted to move to Atlanta, but now I'm still sat here in the UK. I feel like it's taken, money. I feel like career-wise, any time I used to try and push in my job, even in the business, any time I try and like kind of, you know, switch up the gear, my body starts talking loud. My body starts saying, you know, like, and exactly what you said, I've got to take my time. But I don't want to take my time. What if I want to, like,
just bang it out?
Just bang it out.
Yeah, I know, but that's why you was given the MS, because unfortunately, you can't. No, seriously, you've seen what stress and you've seen what things do to people. I mean, we live in, it's 2024. How much people do you know have died through the stress-related conditions?
Yeah, but I think that there's stress, and then there's sometimes you got to turn it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but MS allows you to turn it up.
Switch gears.
MS allows you to turn it up.
Yeah, but not the way that I want to turn it up.
Yeah, man, maybe the way you wanted to turn it up was a bit bad. So you got to put the brakes on it. I don't believe MS has taken anything from me. It hasn't taken friends.
But to be fair, maybe it's perspective. Maybe it's seeing things from a different perspective. Because you're right, really, you know, I guess I have to accept that I'm still in the UK. You know?
Remember, you've had 3 kids. So maybe if it wasn't the MS,
I would have gone a long time. I would have gone
been the
from the first kid.
Okay.
Literally, I would have gone from the first kid, and I remember looking at Aaliyah thinking, here we go, now we've got to stay here. Because it's pre-existing medical.
Yeah.
How do you get insured for that?
You don't. Or you pay a lot of money.
Pay through your,
especially in America.
Yeah, pre-existing medical, that's why I was like, okay, let's stay.
Unless you got like because like to answer my own question.
Yeah.
I would say I was on the same thing as you, because I've always wanted to go back. Bit of context, I'm not a Brit.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I also wanted to go back to America because I wasn't born in this country.
Do you think the healthcare in America is way better for MS?
100%.
I think that too, just because there's so much people with MS in America.
It's not even just because of that, because when I was diagnosed, I went to America, and then I got a second opinion. And basically, they've got places where you can just pull up, get an MRI.
Is it?
Full stop. Yeah.
You can't do that in England.
Get MRI. You don't need your doctor's referral. You can just do
How much
that.
is it?
It's about, I reckon it's
$600.
about, no, it's about $200.
Is it?
What's that?
Yeah.
£100.
Yeah.
Because I know someone that lived in Qatar, actually.
It's not that much. It's not that much.
But
But
for MRI.
it's
I paid it.
but basically, to answer my own question, what is taken from me, it took away my confidence at first.
Yeah.
I wasn't always this bad bee that you know.
You've always been a bad bee. It's just you've gone silent for a bit.
I've been very silent for a bit, and I feel like there's things that happened in my life that made me look at myself and made you get that light bulb moment that just makes you think. And also, one thing I will always say, you see, my friends are like my family. My friend Danielle and my friend Michelle literally drummed it into my head. There is nothing wrong with you, Tamisha. Nothing has changed about you. So what if you've got a walking stick? You're still a bad girl. And like, for a long period of time, well, I say a long period of time, I mean about a year or so, that I just didn't think I was me.
But thank God for Michelle and Danielle, because
they literally drummed that into my head.
I think that's really important. The people
around you.
Yeah, because my experience, I mean, obviously when I got diagnosed, to be fair, when I was still doing like most things for the first 7 years. I just pretended that I didn't actually believe that I had it, to be honest. Even though I was having relapses. I was just like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
It's not that thing. Do you know? It's not that thing. But it was when things became visible. Like the mobility issues really kicked in. I couldn't walk. I was falling down the stairs. I was just falling. Like, and it was like clear that I had the walking stick lets everybody know that there's something wrong. And that was it. I don't want to say it took anything from me as such, but obviously it affects your relationships.
Yes.
And I think the relationship that I was in when things started escalating, that really, not my confidence. Yeah, it just, I think it actually exacerbated my symptoms because I was so stressed out. I felt so undermined. I felt so kind of, like not worthy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm used to being like that
girl.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, when you can't do, like, now I look like I need help and I look like, oh, poor thing, do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's saying, oh, what happened to you? I'm so sorry. This kind of sympathy vote thing. I've never been that chick.
Yeah. See, I think it was different because I got diagnosed so young. You got diagnosed young too.
Yeah.
I think from 19 until about 35, straight denial. I didn't even want MS mentions in my presence. I didn't, but it's like MS kept on calling me. So like when I used to go raving, randomly you used to see people who was in wheelchairs, and I'd be like, "Rah, what's wrong with him? Why is he here?" Oh, he's got MS. What? Why am I still seeing people that have MS? And I'm out raving, like I'm the one that's standing up raving, and I've got MS. I've got MS too, but I'm not gonna come out in a wheelchair and go to a rave. That was my ignorance, okay? Because I ain't like that. I think that since I had the seizure, it terribly knocked my confidence, and I think from then a lot of things that I used to kind of scrap my face about started to happen to me. So I had to use a stick. Like, I actually had to use a stick. I was so very angry and I was so anti-sticks. It was unreal. And now I've come to embrace it and know that it's not there all the time. Like, if I need help, I need help. And I've had to battle with my demons and realize, like, it's fine. You're fine. My friends, it's good, but it's annoying because I'll be like, it's just a stick. Oh my God, you don't understand. It's not just a stick. It's not just a stick. And they seem to have no problem with me using a stick when I'm out, but it's not them, it's me. Like, everyone else is walking. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I used to get jealous when I used to see people walking. Like, oh my God, why am I jealous that you're walking and you're walking so lovely and you look so sexy? I used to do that. But now I can't do it. And it's like, so yes, MS it took my confidence away for a bit, but it's back.
Yeah, thank God.
But thank God.
But I think there's still like a maintenance element to maintaining your confidence.
Of course.
Because when MS, remember, there's no cure. We have relapse and remitting MS means that, you know, things can happen.
Yeah.
Ongoing.
Yeah.
You know, you're supposed relapse and remitting. You have relapses and then you go into remission, so to speak. And we still have difficulties that come up now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That kind of when things happen to me, it does challenge my confidence. Especially, oh my gosh, optic neuritis, the whole blind.
Yeah, the
thing.
blind thing's not cool.
Yeah, that was. I think I went into hospital with flu like a couple of years ago, and it started a madness in my right eye again. And I was like, you know, they said we think you're having a relapse. I said no, it's just because of the flu. When I get over the flu, I'll be fine. But it kind of shook me a little bit because I was like, okay, I need to not lose my independence. I need to be able to see. But you know, that's just to say, I believe in therapy. I believe in counselling and therapy.
Hell yes.
Because I think it's an ongoing.
It's an ongoing thing.
Battle, yeah.
I think so. I think like after lockdown was not. I'm so happy it was good for you because it was shit for me. I think that after lockdown, I had realised that my fitness, my diet, everything, that's all 10-10. It's my mind. My mind was, and Miriam used to always say, you need counselling. And I used to be like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And because I don't know if it's a black thing, but you know, like, counselling is like, oh my God, there's something wrong with you. And I thought, there ain't nothing wrong with me, but there was a lot wrong with me in my head. And I started going counselling, and it helped so much. It helped me with my confidence, it helped me with everything. It just really gives you coping mechanism. So I suffer from anxiety quite badly, and he's given me coping mechanisms to overcome that, so that when I'm out in public and I see people and stuff, I don't frazz up and get all stiff and stuff and I look real disabled. And yeah, I think that is good.
Yeah.
So if you like to see this kind of content about multiple sclerosis with Amber dancing, tune in, subscribe, like, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.